What is up, guys? My name is Dave Higgins. Welcome to Sandbox Xplorer. Alright, so E3 already happened, and they released some game footage after the Direct. The Direct was amazing, and I already reviewed the Animal Crossing one, and I'm so excited for that, as you know if you've watched any of my coverage on E3. I haven't had the opportunity to watch the Pokemon gameplay footage yet, but I'm about to do that, and I've heard a couple of things that I'm not sure if they're true yet. I kind of want to stay away from learning so I can find out directly from them, and you can see how I feel about it in real time. So I kind of hope that one of those things isn't true, but let's see what they got in store. I don't want to go into this pessimistically. I want to be optimistic, and I was so excited since the Direct, so let's see what they got in store for us.
So this is really kind of the first time that we've had such a huge, wide open area in the Pokemon main series RPGs. And you'll, in the wild area, really find the widest variety of wild Pokemon out of any area in the games. And it also changes the Pokemon you can encounter depending on the weather conditions and where you go and the time of day.
あとその街と街をつないでいるので、冒険中にも何回もここに訪れることになります。あとちょっと見ていただいて分かると、カメラをこう自由に動かすことができるので、これによって落ちているアイテムであったり、空を飛んでいるポケモンを探すこともできます。
The wild area, it spans across multiple towns, so your adventure will take you back to this the wild area multiple times. And as you can see on screen here, you can control the camera freely in this area to better find hidden items that are lying about, and also see the Pokemon that are flying above in the sky.
Well, yes, and it looks like we are seeing so Pokemon out in the field here, correct?
そうですね、フィールドポケモンがちょっとうろうろしているような感じには見えるんですけれども、
そうですね、ああいったその生き生きとこう動いているそのシンボルエンカウントって呼んでいる、ポケモンとのエンカウントと、あと先ほどちょっと出ましたけど、ちょっとびっくりマークが出てくるのがあるんですけども、あれはこうまたシンボルポケモンではいないこう新しいポケモンが出るかもしれないというそのランダムのエンカウントのドキドキ感、どちらもその遊べるようになってます。
So yeah, we have the Pokemon wandering about the field. We call them kind of symbol encounters, where you can see the Pokemon before you actually encounter it. But at the same time, you actually just saw an exclamation mark pop up in the tall grass there, and that kind of simplifies that it's a random encounter, so you don't know which Pokemon you're going to encounter. We wanted to have a mixture of both types of encounters in these games to
That's cool. I like
also
that
let
idea.
Players enjoy that excitement of not knowing what they're going to encounter.
Yeah, that's great. It looks like we've got a lot of different types of Pokemon that appear out here in the wild area as well.
そうですね、ワイルドエリアのこのフィールド上にたくさんいろんな種類のポケモンが出てるようには見えますね。
はいはい、そうですね。今ちょっとバトルでも見て分かる通り、今回は単性のバトルという風になってまして、今回の単性のバトルで、実際に戦ったりボールを投げたりして捕まえることができます。
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Pokemon to encounter, and of course, as you can see here, the battle system, it's the traditional turn-based battle where you choose moves to defeat the wild Pokemon before you can catch it, or battle against it before you catch it.
ポケモンごとに、特性があったり、道具を持たせることもできますので、かなり奥深いバトルというのも体験できるようになってます。
And you'll find that their Pokemon abilities are back, as well as the ability to give them items to hold. So there's definitely a lot of depth to the battle system.
Yeah, certainly I think fans are going to look forward to the depth within that battle system, and they'll be able to enjoy that both within the game as well as in their one-on-one battles as well.
そうですね、そういう深いバトルシステムは多分楽しみにしてるファンもいると思うんですけども、こういう野生ポケモンとのバトルだけではなくて、他のプレイヤーとの通信対戦を通してもできるということですよね。
そうですね、通信で対戦したり、その奥深いバトル、そうですね、待ってる方もいらっしゃると思うんで、そういった方にはすごく満足いただけるようなバトルになっていますね。
Yeah, I definitely you can have link battles with other players, and of course I think there's a lot of fans out there that are looking forward to kind of this return of the really in-depth or the deep battle system that we have to really compete with each other.
I'm gonna guess that
ですね、今雨降ってますけども、雨降ってるんでその水タイプのポケモンが出てます。で、場所によってはその天候が変わったりすることもあって、それで雪が降れば氷タイプが出たりっていう様々なポケモンが天候に合わせて出てきます。
You can see it's actually raining right now where we're wandering about, and depending on the weather condition, the kind of certain types of Pokemon will appear more frequently. Right now, we'll see more water-type Pokemon, and maybe if it was snowing, you would see more ice-type Pokemon, for example.
毎日こう ワイルドエリアは天候が変わったりするので、行くたびに新しい出会いが待ってますんで、毎日ワイルドエリアに訪れてほしいなと思います。
And the climate's pretty dynamic, so if you come back a different day, the weather may be completely different. So we really think that players will have a lot of fun coming back multiple times and seeing the different Pokemon that appear depending on the weather conditions.
So we were talking about the different encounters, but it looks like Terry can also whistle to attract Pokemon, and different Pokemon have different reactions to when he does that.
エンカウントシステムの話をしてたと思うんですけど、今ちょっと口笛をして、いろんな反応をポケモンたちがしてると思うんですけど、もうちょっと教えてもらえますでしょうか。
そうですね。そのポケモンは種類によって、近づいプレイヤーを見ると近づいてきたり、逆にこう逃げていったりするポケモンもいます。でなかなかこう空を飛んでいるポケモンとかが捕まえづらかったりするんですけど、口笛を吹くことで、こちらにこうおびき寄せたりとかですねして、いろんなポケモンと出会うことができるようになってます。
Yeah, the whistle is kind of key to encountering certain types of Pokemon. For example, if they're flying high above, you can't really, encounter them very easily. So you have to attract their attention by whistling at them. But at the same time, like you said, they're kind of different Pokemon react differently. Some might see you whistle and run away, for example, or others may be curious about you and approach you.
It's kind of similar to the idea I had for the Pokemon Snap games.
Terry's doing a great job of battling and capturing Pokemon here in the wild area.
To capture, just say capture. Different techniques to
expanding the party.
See different Pokemon and have them interact in different ways to get their attention.
So I think
or
for
whatever.
today's Treehouse Live segment, we're going to explore this part of the wild area as we kind of head closer to one of the towns in the game. And that should give us a good sense of this one particular part of the wild area, but clearly there's a lot more to the wild area than even what we're showing here today.
今日お見せするのは、あくまでもこの近くの町に、近づく、この辺りだけをちょっと紹介するんですけども、もっともっと本当広くていろんな場所がワイルドエリアにあるっていうことですよね。
そうですね。かなりこうポケモンシリーズにおいては広い場所となってまして、遠くに行けば実は強いポケモンとかも出たりしてですね、自分の気持ちに合わせてこう遠くに行ってみたりとか、近くでいろんなポケモン捕まえたりとか、いろいろ冒険してもらえたらなと思います。
Yeah, this is just a small portion of the wild area. If you wanted to walk really far out there, there's lots of stuff to discover, and it's much wider. There's a lot available to discover. For example, much stronger Pokemon that you may want to go try and seek out.
先ほどちょっとこうしゃがみながらこう草むらを歩いてたりしたんですけども、ポケモンによっては、プレイヤーを見つけると逃げてしまうポケモンもいますので、こうしゃがみながらこう近づくと気づかれずにエンカウントすることもできます。
Yeah, we were actually just, I think Terry was showing the crouching down motion where you can kind of get into the tall grass and quietly approach some of the more perhaps timid Pokemon. Otherwise, they might run away from you.
We had talked about how when the weather changes, that specific Pokemon appear more often. So right now it's hailing, so there's a different variety.
そうですね。今氷が降ってるので、ちょっと違うタイプのポケモンがちらほらと。
そうですね。ここは今天候が雪に降っているので、氷タイプのポケモンが出るようになっています。
Yeah, since it's snowing right now, we might see a more ice type Pokemon appearing in the field.
And here we have Terry taunting.
Machoke's about to knock you out.
挑発してるみたいな感じですね。
Always picking my fights.
Now, of course, you can access the wild area from very early in the game, but as we see here, there are some rather strong Pokemon out there.
結構序盤からワイルドエリアに行けるようになると思うんですけども、結構じゃあここではレベル高いポケモンも出現するということですね。
ちょっと奥に行けばレベルの高いポケモンって今かなりこうレベルに差があるんで、これはちょっと逃げた方がいいんじゃないですか。
Yeah, depending on where you go, there'll be some very high level Pokemon that you maybe can't take on, so you should probably run away from this one.
Oh no!
One punch knockout.
強いですからね。
Yeah, probably get out of there.
Got away.
It's like Brock Lesnar. Like, don't mess with him if you're a little tiny guy. No disrespect to
Of
Finn
course,
Balor.
one of the other things that we saw in one of the Nintendo Directs was that to kind of help you navigate the wild area, we saw the return of the bicycle.
そうですね。先ほども見たんですけれども、自転車が今回復活するということで、喜ばれるファンもいるんじゃないでしょうか。
そうですね。自転車はファンも結構多くいたりするんで、今回こう自転車に乗ってこの広大なエリアを 冒険することができます。
Yeah, I think there are a lot of fans looking forward to the return of the bike, and it definitely helps you get around this wide area.
先ほどちょっとこうビデオをダッシュでこういきなりこう加速することもできたり、あとは今水上にそのまま乗れたと思うんですけど、スムーズにこう水上にも入れるんで、こういう広大なエリアをこうなんでしょうね、自由にこう冒険することができるようになってます。
So yeah, it really helps you get around the wild area very quickly. You can even hold down the B button to kind of get a little dash move going, so you can get some extra speed. And as you saw, you can just kind of seamlessly transition to going above, on the lake there, kind of just riding over the water. So it definitely helps you get around.
Are you generating
This is definitely
electricity
a bike
by
I wish I
riding a
had
bike?
when I was younger.
Yeah,
子
right.
供の時にこういう自転車があればよかったなって。
そうですね、ダッシュできたらすごいスピードで走れますから、
Yeah, definitely get you around quickly.
And then, of course, we also see that there's certain secrets out in the wild area for players to find.
なんかちょっとなんていうんですか、隠れ的なものも
find that by riding over it or clicking on it?
ですね。このワイルドエリアはいろいろそのキラキラと光ってるアイテムが落ちていたりするので、毎日訪れるとまた新しいアイテムを見つけることができます。
Yeah, every time you come back, you'll find like kind of hidden items in different spots in the wild area. So it's a lot of fun to walk around and discover them.
And, of course, activities to enjoy like fishing.
あと釣りも今ちょっとポケモンちょっと釣って。
そうですね。これ釣りもワイルドエリアではいろんなことができるんですけど、釣りもその一つですね。
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to do in the wild area, and as you mentioned, fishing is one of them.
いろんなポケモンに出会えるんで、もう釣ったりいろんなポケモンに出会ったりしてほしいなと思います。
Talk about the circle
A lot of
things.
different ways to encounter the variety of Pokemon in the area.
Now, one other thing that we've noticed here on the left side is that we're seeing some icons pop up on the left side of the screen.
なんか画面左の方にちょっといろんなアイコンが出てるんですけれども、何でしょうか。
そうですね。Y と書かれているものと、その上にいろんなアイコンがステッカーがあるんですけども、これはYY 通信といって、今回のソードシールドでいろんな通信を遊べるような仕組みがこの YY 通信になってます。
So this is part of the new kind of communication functionality we're calling that's through this device called the Y-Com in the games, and you can actually have these what we're calling stamps appear to kind of show what other players are up to.
今実はこれ近くで増田さんがそのまま遊んでいるんですけども、その交換をしたいっていうアイコンがここに出てます。
So this is actually Masuda-san playing right next to us. He's playing the Gloria character there, but this stamp is signifying that he wants to trade with us.
ここで通信交換とか対戦とかを自由に呼びかけたりして、例えばマックスレードバトルもここで呼びかけることができます。
So you can use these stamps to kind of invite people to battle, trade, or even try and get other players to join you in a max raid battle.
Gloria.
Like, I wonder if that's online, like in Destiny, you had like the lobby area. A pack of
ワイルドエリ
potatoes.
アはいろいろなこうプレイヤーが違う目的を持って遊んでたりするんですけども、そういったプレイヤーが出会う場所でもありますね。
So there's a lot of different reasons that players will come back to the wild area, but you can kind of encounter them, other players, if you're connected in the wild area and see them in your game.
ローカル通信であれば、近くで遊んでいるプレイヤーがそのまま表示されますし、インターネット通信をすれば世界中のプレイヤーがこのワイルドエリアで一緒に遊ぶことができます。
And this works either via local wireless with other players that are nearby playing at the same time. You can also connect with, to the internet to kind of play with other players from around the world.
Okay.
That's right. And it looks like
That's
now
cool.
Terry has gotten to the town that we were heading towards.
Right, but there's some lights in the background.
Yeah,
These
talk
red
about them.
colorful lights. Could you guys explain what these are?
ちょっと目的地に街に今到着したんですけども、
はい、
ちょっと遠くに赤い光の柱みたいなものがあるんですけども、それって何でしょうか。
そうですね、あれはですねポケモンの巣でして、中に非常に強力な、ダイマックスポケモンがいます。そのパワー、エネルギーが赤い光で出ていますね。
So those are actually what are called Pokemon dens, and there's a red light emitting from them when there is a Dynamax Pokemon inside. So the red light kind of represents the energy of the Dynamax phenomenon.
光のところに行くとマックスレイドバトルをチャレンジすることができます。
And what that means for the player is that you can go there and encounter that Dynamax Pokemon in a max raid battle.
Well, perhaps we should show what the max raid battle is like.
そうですね。早速じゃあマックスレイドバトルも
そうですね。
ちょっとやってみたいと思います。
はい。
All right, so as we're prepping up to do said max raid battle. Mr. Omori, Mr. Masuda, could you explain a little bit more to the people watching at home about what the Dynamax feature is?
ちょっとダイナマックスについてもう少し詳しく教えてもらっていいですか？
そうですね、これまでですね、メガシンカーとか Z 技っていう要素があったんですけども、今作ポケモンがパワーアップする新要素として入ったのがこのダイマックスです。
So Dynamax is actually a new way to power up your Pokemon in these games. It replaces what we've seen previously, for example, Mega Evolution and Z moves.
これそうですね。そうですね、ダイマックスレイドバトルなんですけども、好きな、ポケモンを1匹選んで戦うことができます。で今回はボックスからも1匹選べるので、そこから1匹選んでルカリをちょっと選んで戦ってみようと思います。
And each player participating in the battle can choose one Pokemon from either their party or from the box. So it's important to choose one of your stronger Pokemon since you before you go into the max raid battle.
You can choose ones from your box too. You don't have to have it in your party. That's cool.
And you only get to choose one, and you can't change during the battle. So you've got to make sure it's a good choice.
That's fair.
So strategy and communication is incredibly key here.
プレイヤー同士のコミュニケーションというのは非常に大切になってくるんですよね。
4人で戦うので、その役割分担と連携がすごい大事になってます。
Yeah, cooperation between the players and also really determining the roles is going to be very important to defeating the opponent.
例えば、対相性の強い、良い技を持っているポケモンが中心となって攻撃して、で戦況に合わせて補助技とか、回復技で味方をサポートするっていうのがすごい大事だと思います。
So yeah, once you get into the battle, identifying maybe which of the 4 Pokemon will have the best type advantage to be the main attacker, and also like who can be the best kind of supporter or the Pokemon that will use healing moves to support the team.
Yes, I'm playing as Togekiss, so for my first move, I've used Reflect to try to protect all of us a bit.
Yeah, that's cool. But that actually makes using like defensive moves seem more useful.
こうするとみんな守備力が上がるので、これによって攻撃が強かったとしても防げることができます。
That'll definitely help protect against some of these powerful attacks.
Alright, so I guess we should do roll call. I'm playing Ludicolo, so I'm actually just got hit. And as we can see here, Steelix is doing multiple attacks. Is that fair?
ちょっと今ハガネールが連続で、技をいろいろ出してきたんですけれども、それって結構不公平ですよね。
そうですね。ダイマックスをしているポケモンは、状況に合わせて2回攻撃してきたりとかですねしますので、油断しないように戦ってほしいなと思います。
So yeah, when you're going up against a Dynamax Pokemon, sometimes they will take multiple moves, and so you really kind of can't let your guard down.
ジムトムでウィンディ使ってるけどちょっとでかくなっていいですか？
So I'm actually the Tom character here playing Arcanine. Is it okay if I use Dynamax?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we need all the help we can get.
Yes.
ぜひお願いします。
ダイマックスなんですけども、各ターン、プレイヤーは1回しか、できないんですね。で、プレイヤー側が順番にダイマックス権利が回ってきます。で、バトル中にどのプレイヤーか、1人しか、1回しかダイマックスできないので、このダイマックスタイミングも非常に重要となっています。
The ability to use Dynamax, it actually rotates between the players each turn, but your team can only use Dynamax once throughout the entire battle. So it's important to kind of identify what the exact right timing is to be able to, exploit the
giant Arcanine,
its power.
So yeah, obviously a lot of strategy goes into these Dynamax raid battles.
結構じゃあ戦略性の高いバトルなので、
そうですね。で、ダイマックス技を使うと、その効果によって、例えば今、炎の技を使って日照りになりましたね。
Yeah, and you can see that there are, once you Dynamax, the Pokemon's moves will all turn into max moves, which are much more powerful, and they also have these added effects, like you saw the drought was just triggered based off Arcanine's attack.
Yeah, and they
I want to see like really Dynamax
cool,
Dragonite.
見た目もすごいかっこいいですね。
It's already it's not as
Yeah,
big
definitely. I think it's very
It's
impressive.
actually not that big. In the show, there's that one episode where it's huge, but then it's not that big.
Around him?
今ちょっとなんかバリアを張ったみたいな
そうです
感じになってるんですけど、
ね。今日照りになったのでソーラービームが一旦で出せましたね。でこれもまた連携のすごいいい連携だと思いますね。
そうですね。バリアの方は
そうですね。でバリアなんですけども、今不思議なバリアというものがダイマックスに貼られてまして、で今ヒットポイントがこう減ってくると、そういうバリアが登場します。
So yeah, with the barrier, what happens is once his HP is reduced, it'll put up this kind of barrier that you have to take down before it will actually start taking lots of damage again.
でこの今ゲージが5つあるんですけど、ダメージを与えるごとに1つのゲージが減ってきます。で、攻撃力が低いポケモンでも高いポケモンでも1ゲージずつ減っていくので、この時はもうどんなポケモンでも攻撃してこのバリアを壊していった方がいいですね。
But you can see that there's a couple of different parts to the gauge, and each time you hit it with a damaging attack, at least one of those will be reduced. So even if your Pokemon isn't particularly powerful in the attack department, it can still reduce the gauge by just using a damaging attack.
Okay, I'm glad you can take down more than one point of the barrier with an attack, not just one at a time, because that'll be like a lot of turns.
As you can see, my Togekiss used Dazzling Gleam, which is not particularly effective, but was still good enough to break that barrier down.
そうですね、今そんなに威力の高い技を使わなかったんですけど、それでもゲージが減ったということです。
そうですね。で攻撃力がないポケモンでもこういった場では活躍することができます。
So it's a good opportunity for even the weaker Pokemon to participate and really contribute to the fight. And Dynamax moves, if you use it against it, it'll actually take down 2 gauges, two slots of the gauge.
まあゲージを壊したんで、あとはもう本当に倒すだけですね。
So yeah, you guys have broken down the barrier, so now you just need to defeat the Pokemon.
I was saying before that it lasts for more than
We're very close, but one thing that we haven't talked about is that storm that's kind of lurking around Steelix. Could you talk a little bit about that?
なんかちょっと怪しい雲っていうかその荒い天候って何でしょうか。
あれはもうダイマックスしたポケモンのエネルギーがこう頭上でこう現れている状態で。
That's really the kind of the energy of the Dynamax phenomenon, just kind of brewing above their head.
They're just so powerful. There's energy just chilling.
Looks like you're probably going to be able to defeat this one without too much trouble.
この指
kind of a waste of
集中させたり
Follow you, make Togekiss the center of attention.
おこれで
Trying to be the tank.
There it is. マサさん倒しましたね。
Nicely
お倒し
done.
ましたね。
Does everyone
And we
get to catch
didn't
it?
have a single Pokemon faint. That was actually pretty good.
今回1匹も気絶してないので、よかったです。
はい。
So now all of us have a chance to actually catch this Steelix. And so by catching it, can we add them to our party?
これで勝利して、捕まえるチャンスがあるんですけれども、捕まえたら、手持ちのポケモンとしてこう加えることができるということでしょうか。
あ、そうですね。なんでこのポケモンを倒すとゲットするチャンスが生まれます。で捕まえるとポケモンをそのまま手持ちにすることができたり、結構実はいいアイテムも手に入ることもできます。
捕まえた。
So yeah, you can actually, every player who participates in the battle are able to get a chance to catch it. But even if you don't catch the Pokemon, there's still a variety of rewards for the players that participate to get items and such that will help be beneficial in their adventure.
Oh, that's cool.
世界中の友達とか、プレイヤーとか友達とぜひ遊んでほしいなと思います。
So it's definitely something that I hope players will be excited to play along with their friends, but also other players from around the world.
Yes, my daughter has really gotten into Pokemon with Pokemon Let's Go, so I'm very excited to be able to do raid battles with her in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
そうですね、レッツゴーピカチュウ、レッツゴーイーブイで娘がすごいポケモン好きになったので、結構こう一緒にマックスレイドバトルができることを楽しみにしております。
So I think Masuda-san, I think there was another topic that you wanted to touch on.
実機プレイは多分以上になると思うんですけども、増田さんからお話ししたいことがあるっていうのは聞いたんですけども。
はい、そうですね。ちょっと皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあります。ポケモンホームはポケットモンスターシリーズとポケモン GO のポケモンたちを集めることが新しいサービスで、もちろんこのソードシールドとも連動します。
Yeah, there's one thing I'd like to talk about, and it's about the Pokemon Home service that we recently announced. So it will connect with the Pokemon RPGs as well as Pokemon Go to allow players to really gather all of their Pokemon in a single location. And of course, it will also work with the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games.
ただしここでこれまでポケモンバンクのサービスをご利用していただいているファンの皆さんにちゃんとお伝えしたいなと思っていることがあります。
But there's one important change from the previous Pokemon Bank service that I want to tell all of its users about.
これまでのポケットモンスターシリーズは例えばサンムーンではアローラ図鑑に含まれていないポケモンも、全種類をポケモンバンクから連れてくることができました。
So in previous games that worked with the Pokemon Bank service, you were able to, for example, in Sun and Moon, bring over any Pokemon even if they weren't in the Alola Pokedex.
でハードが任天堂スイッチになって、ポケモン1匹ずつに対しての表現自体も非常に豊かになりました。
But with the transition to the Nintendo Switch hardware, with it being much more powerful, allowing us to be much more expressive with each of the individual Pokemon.
でもう一つポケモンはもう今では図鑑番号でいうとやっぱり800を超えてます。
And now we're well over 800 Pokemon species in the games.
でその中で1匹ずつ大切にクオリティを上げてバトルバランスも取って、限られた、開発期間の中で最新作をお届けするためにどうするかっていうのは、長い間議論を重ねてきました。
At Game Freak, we really spent a lot of time thinking about what the best way to move forward was, really preserving the quality of all the different Pokemon, while also, taking into account the battle balance, having so many different Pokemon available, all within, a limited development time, so we don't keep fans waiting too long for every new entry in the series.
その結果、今作から対応方針を変えることにしました。
And after a lot of discussion, we decided to come to kind of a new direction.
つまりですね、ポケモンホームとソードシールドの間を行き来できるポケモンをガラル図鑑に登場するポケモンに絞ることにしました。
And so what that means for Pokemon Sword and Shield is that players will be able to transfer their Pokemon from Pokemon Home only if they appear in the Galar region Pokedex.
図鑑の、舞台に合わせて冒険の舞台に合わせて、こだわって登場するポケモンを、決めています。
So we were very careful. We spent a lot of time really thinking what the best selection of Pokemon to match the setting of the adventure would be.
さらに詳しい話は今後の取材とかインタビューでちゃんと説明していきたいと思います。
So I'll talk more about the details in future opportunities such as media interviews, but I wanted to let you know today.
Are they saying that
ポケモン番号をご利用してくださっているファンの皆さんには少しでも早くお伝えしたいなと思って本日お伝えさせていただきました。
I know there are a lot of users of the Pokemon Bank service who are looking forward to Pokemon Home, so I wanted to let them know what the change would be well in advance.
But of course, as somebody who's been hunting for a lot of shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go, any of those Pokemon that do appear in Pokemon Sword and Shield, I'll still be able to transfer from Pokemon Let's Go into Pokemon Sword and Shield through Pokemon Home, correct?
Are they trying to say that there are Pokemon that aren't included in this game? Are you serious? They don't have just all of the game? Siri thought I said Siri.
そうですね。ホームを経由して連れてくることができます。
That's right. Yeah, as long as they're in the Galar region Pokedex, you can transfer them from home.
So they aren't just including all the Pokemon? Did they not learn from that terrible Pokemon mystery dungeon game?
ソードシールドガラル地方でもまだ見ぬ新ポケモンを含めてかなりのポケモンが出てきますし、ポケモンのボリューム、ゲームのボリュームとしてもかなりの、満足いただけるようになっています。
Yeah, in the Galar region, you're going to find a lot of Pokemon, including a bunch of Pokemon that no one has discovered yet. So the games are definitely chock full of content.
How about just include all the Pokemon? Are you serious?
ですけども、皆さん頑張って集めてほしいなと思います。
And it will be no small feat to complete the Galar region Pokedex, but I do hope that players will give their best to try and catch them all in the region.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see how the story unfolds and to explore both the region and the wild area. But is there anything else that you want to add before we say goodbye and move on?
僕も非常に今回のゲームのストーリーとかワイルドエリアでの探索っていうのを楽しみにしてるんですけれども、ちょっと最後にお二人から視聴者に向けての何かお言葉ありますでしょうか。
そうですね。先ほどマックスレードバトルを4人でやりましたけども、やっぱりやっていてなんか楽しいんですよね。ちょっとなんですかね、今までのポケモンの中ではなかった新しいシステムになってますので、やっぱり4人でワイワイ楽しく友達と一緒に遊べるっていう仕組みはすごい皆さんにぜひ体験してもらいたいなと思ってます。
For me, definitely it's the max raid battles we just showed off. Playing together with your friends in this kind of cooperative battle feature that we've never had in the Pokemon series before is really just a lot of fun. I hope fans of the series will look forward to being able to try that for the first time.
そうですね。ワイルドエリアでいろんなプレイヤーと一緒に冒険したりするのってすごいやっぱり楽しくてですね、ローカル通信で友達と一緒に遊んだり、インターネット通信を使って世界中のプレイヤーと出会ってそこで対戦や交換を楽しんでもらえたらなと思います。
And even other than the max raid battles, we of course have all the traditional, multiplayer features where you can trade and battle with other players, either nearby with the local wireless or to connect with other trainers from around the world using the connecting via the internet.
Great. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you all for watching.
Like the air out of the tires.
What we're going to do is, as we get ready for our next segment here on Nintendo Treehouse Live, we are going to go down to our Luigi's Mansion booth and give you all a sneak peek at what people are going to experience here on the show floor. It's a very, very special booth. So take a quick look at that, and then we will come back in just a few minutes for our very next segment, which I think a lot of people will be looking forward to very much.
Okay. So I am kind of upset, if that's really what the case is here, because I just want to reiterate that everything else about the game looks amazing. I'm really excited still for the game, but are you friggin' serious that they're going to not include all of the Pokemon? Just include all of the Pokemon. Like, that's a terrible idea. At least I saw Haunter in there. Haunter's one of my favorites, so that's cool. But like, who are you not including? Just, honestly, I'm pissed. I'm pissed if that's really. They have, in other games, they've had the region Pokedex, and they've also had just the whole world Pokedex in addition to that, so you could have all of the Pokemon in the game, but you can have that region's Pokedex viewed specifically, but why would you not include them all? That's going to piss off so many people. Like, there's going to be a bunch of people who are not going to be able to have their favorite Pokemon because of that. Like, at least I saw Haunter, so I know Haunter's in there, and, you know, we can assume that they're going to have the starters and all that, but why? I hope that Game Freak, Nintendo, Pokemon Company, everyone that's in development in that game gets a lot of negative feedback about that, including this right now. This is negative feedback about that aspect. Include all of the Pokemon. Yeah, I'm really excited that the game comes out on my birthday. I'm going to get to play it this year, whatever, but like, spend more time on it. Add all the Pokemon in there, balance it out. That's fine. I will wait. This game looks like it's going to be really good. I love the open world aspect. I love all the weather features. I love the character customization, the bike. Everything looks so cool. That made me so upset that I can't even talk about how awesome the features we just saw in there were. Like, the bike looked awesome. I love the way it moves around. It floats on water. You see the Pokemon in there. They even have the surprise aspect where you can encounter random Pokemon in battle, but you can see them in the field as well. You can whistle to them to make them either go away or come to you, and that's all really cool, immersive stuff. The character was interacting with the weather, and like, I love it. And like, the battle looked so good. It was really, really crisp and clean looking. They had the overlays kind of disappeared when they weren't necessary, so you could really just see the battle, and like, it looked so good. But just include all the Pokemon. Just include them all. Put them all in the game. All right, I gotta stop saying that, because I can't just keep repeating myself. I'm sure you don't want to hear it. If you can't tell, I'm a little upset about that. So yeah, that's a bad decision. That's a really, really bad decision. I think that's the thing that I kind of thought I heard about, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to find out before and know about it. So you saw my real reaction to it. I saw also that Game Freak or Nintendo or someone reacted or responded to some negative feedback, and that must have been what it was, because I didn't see anything else in there that was negative. That was the only thing that I saw that I was disappointed with. So I'm guessing that they have said something about it. I still have to do my June news and releases video, so I will do that one probably this week, because June's like halfway over, so I'm a little late to the game with that, but I will watch that response video in the meantime, and I will talk about it on the next video. So yeah, I'm still excited for this game. I can't wait for it to come out and play it. I just really hope that they decide to add the other Pokemon into it, maybe, possibly. At the very least, if you can't do it by launch, add it in there. Work on it over the course of 4, 5, 6 months, a year. I don't know, whatever, how long it takes. Work on it and update the game or something, because the fact that you have this really immersive world where you can go around and see different Pokemon in different weather, and you get all these, you know, different aspects that change the way that they interact with you, and it's such a missed opportunity to not have all of them available in there. I don't know. This is really like muddying my my anticipation. I really hope that they fix that feature, because that's the only thing that's really disappointing. Everything else looks great, and yeah, that is all. I'm gonna stop going in circles now. I'm having trouble processing that, because it's just such a dumb idea. Super Mystery Dungeon, they fixed the previous one. I forget what it was called, but it was that one that was just terrible. And then the Super Mystery Dungeon came out, and they really streamlined the issues that they had with it, where it took so long, it was slow paced, and the story it was terrible. But then Super Mystery Dungeon had better story, better gameplay, it had all of the Pokemon. Anyways, well, thank you for watching my video. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of me, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, so that way whenever I release a new video, you get notified and you can see it first. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.